within the age and the era of the great distraction, I do believe that we are the farthest away from our purpose, right? Men don't live for anything anymore. Men don't die, aren't willing to die for anything anymore. And that is our purpose as men. And women don't want to be women. They don't want to have children. They want to put that off. They want to act like other things are more important. And quite frankly, the sad reality is that you've been programmed into believing these lies, and then when you go and live it out, you wonder why it's not as fulfilling. And it's not as fulfilling because you're not living within your purpose. A lot of women are pursuing careers, they're pursuing education over pursuing building a family, which is ridiculous, right? You have women spending 90% of their energy pursuing a certain career when in reality they should be spending just as much, if not more, in finding a man that's going to give them the life that they would like to live, right? Who's going to help build that life with them, right? And that is just part of the era of the great distraction is women not necessarily knowing what is good and what is bad and what is worth having and what is not worth having. And that only comes when people are going to be distracted, is when they stop valuing and stop listening to the inner voice that's within inside of them, right? I feel like there's a lot of women, at least this is what I believe. I feel like there's a lot of women in today's society more than ever who are neglecting their nature, and they're neglecting some of the ways in which they naturally are, just to appease, or rather just to, yeah, I would say just to appease society, just to be a part of society, right? Instead of saying, you know what, I feel different than what society's telling me, right? Women don't want to women they don't want to be excluded from the group. So therefore, even if it is against their nature, which I believe women in today's society with the great distraction, they're living outside of their nature. There's women that believe all the things that I've said, but still are taking the life path that I just had illustrated, that is going to lead them to a less purposeful life. But yet they will go along with that false narrative, that fake reality, because it's exactly what society is purporting. So I think that is a huge element of the great distraction.